You can plant 100 seeds and still not have a garden. So why do we think uploading 100 videos automatically gives us an audience? We have been talking about systems. We've talked about the future of YouTube, but today I want to talk about with Jonesy something every creator always wants to get, and that's those subscribers. Except I don't really think we want subscribers. We're actually trying to grow people that want to come back, and sometimes that means they're not a subscriber, right? So, what does growing an audience have in common with growing a garden? Well, that's what we're going to find out together. There is a YouTube update when it comes to views. The first frame counting started already. Have you seen it on the channel? View counts? August
N
24th.
Not yet.
Okay. I've seen an increase in views on the shows that we've done the last 2 days. And I don't know if it's because of the counting system change or what, but it's
Watch
so good
time.
to
Yeah.
see everybody
Uh,
here. Jonesy, do you want to say hey in the chat and then we'll get going with our question?
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for coming in and welcome to the live. Thank you, Shawnee, for joining the Outback Tasmania Shawnee Grows crew. What are we going to? We're going to have to today at some stage. We'll try to design a name for this program that we've created. But yeah, no. Let's get into the seeds and let's get into planting and growing channels and all that sort of good stuff.
All right, Jonesy, if somebody walked into your garden at the current state, could they really tell what's going on? What are you trying to grow? What's happening over there? You're in a different season than me.
Yes, well, I've got obviously potatoes stand out. I've got potatoes growing, and you know what I've discovered? I've sown those potatoes early, too early, but
Uh-oh.
that could be part of the reason the first one sort of flopped, but the second one's going really well. So, and the third one's just kicking off. So people could obviously see the potatoes. They can see the onions seedlings ready to go. They're standing up very proud and ready to plant. And radish, obviously, people can see that. And then there's a greenhouse full of all sorts of seedlings, tomatoes and beans and all sorts of stuff coming. Broad beans are starting to make an appearance as well. So it's all starting to happen here this time of year.
Yeah, so Jonesy's a beginner gardener, everybody, if you didn't know.
Very green, very
Yeah,
green.
he's going
Is
into
it?
spring.
I've even got a green coffee cup.
He does have a green cup today. I have this one, and my tea's almost empty actually at this point. We are on the way out. So I'm actually not planting any seeds right now outside. I am planting seeds indoors. I'm going to be saving some seeds coming up. Cucumbers, beans, zinnias, tomatoes, those kinds of things. And I've already been seed saving throughout the season. So we're on this different end of he's got seeds to put in. It's like go
Yep.
time for certain crops with his schedule in Tasmania. And I'm on the other end of it. So do you want to show your seeds first, or do you want me to show the seeds indoors that I've got? What do you want to do?
Well, let's ladies first, of course.
Ladies first, he says. Okay, so I said I'm not planting seeds outside, but we are planting seeds indoors. LGG Love says, what is his zone, Shawnee? So they count their zones differently in
Yeah.
Tasmania. It's like, is it H or just colors?
Yeah. For me, it's just colors. Everything comes with a color. They give a map of when you buy seeds, you get a map of the country, and everything comes in a color. So it's not very clear,
So
but
Tasmania is down there. It looks like
right
a
at the
heart.
bottom,
Yeah.
yes, right down at the very bottom of the island, that purple dot there, that's me, and the rest of that island is Australia. And see the colors, and then it says, is it spring, summer, autumn, and winter, and you get a tick on the seed that you buy, and it'll tell you, like for instance, this packet here, it'll say for Tasmania, you got best of luck in summer, son, with that one because they don't really grow a lot of this stuff down here.
Yeah. Who in the chat would say corn is a good beginner crop? Yay or nay on that, right?
Yeah,
So I have multi-sown
jump
like
back in.
lettuce, for example. So what I'll do is I
Yes.
will take these apart when they get a little bigger and I can put them in a larger cell.
Yep.
And then I'll be growing lettuce indoors. These are plants that will not go outside. They are for eating indoors this winter, and I have tatsoi. So I did have to bring these closer to the light. You see how long these stems are?
Yes, I learnt that's called leggy. They're,
Yeah.
they're growing leggy.
They're stretching for the light. So I had to double tray. Like I flipped a tray upside down and then put my other
Yep.
tray on top so it got closer to the lights. And then I'm
Yep.
even, herbs are a really good thing to grow indoors. So do you know what this plant is based on the leaves, Jonesy?
Looking at that, I am guessing that is broccoli. Is it?
Basil.
Is it the same? No, it's
That's
not.
not a
That's
brassica.
a
No,
herb.
this
Oh,
is
man.
dill. Dill is another good one. And then my
I am
cilantro isn't up yet.
I am
So
not a herb guy. I've got no herbs.
no herbs. You just don't eat them? You don't know how to use them? What's the deal?
So you call them herbs like it starts with an E. Is
I
that
don't
what you
know what
do?
I say. Herbs?
It's,
Herbs?
yeah,
Yeah, I say
I
herbs,
say
I guess.
herbs.
How do you
Herbs.
guys
Anyway,
say it?
for a, like, hang on. Yeah, her for
Her
H, But
herbs?
anyway,
Herbs. I'm in
yeah,
Minnesota. Sometimes things come out funny,
yeah,
like
and I'm in
roots.
Tasmania, so we're a bit different too down here. Trust me. Where everyone says, "Hey, Croc Gardener, welcome in, and love your Crocs."
So Jonesy, you bought some seeds because you're growing.
Yeah, um, yeah, we're. I've had a disaster with my seeds. I've been storing them outside in an
Uh-oh.
outside drawer.
Newbie
Um,
mistake.
Newbie mistake, yes. They're in packets, and most of them were in, nice sealed packets, but some of them were. We had a big rainstorm, a huge downpour, and yes, so I've had to try to plant things that started to shoot, and we'll see how that goes. But apart from that, we haven't done beets before, so I want to do some beetroot. So we've got
Yeah, that beetroot says Ferono on it, and so I looked it up, and
yeah,
it's the heirloom cylindrical beet. So it's
yeah,
shaped long instead of fat, but it is that red that you were looking for
and
because you want the
it
pickle.
basically says all year round except for winter.
So
See,
you could do your succession sowing like you did with your
yeah, okay,
potatoes and your radish. You
yeah,
can
that's
plant
the
them every
plan.
2 weeks, plant them once
Yep,
every month.
yep, for sure.
J
That's the
Ecology Today says self-watered seeds. Yeah, all those seeds in the drawer.
yeah, that's like I was told, a rookie mistake. I thought it was a great desk. It was an old desk, and we moved it out the back, and it's sort of behind the potting station. And it was either going to go there or go to the tip. And I thought, you know what, it's got three good drawers. I'll utilize these, yeah. So thanks for that, Croc. If there's two new ones from me tonight, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure meeting you and wonderful people out there. And for me, I can be everybody's token Tasmanian friend.
That's right. We're looking
Isn't that
for
right,
more
Sam?
subs, so bring a friend.
So seeds. I went for
What you got?
dwarf beans.
A
I
dwarf bean. Brown beauty you have. That is a
Yeah,
stringless bush bean.
yeah. I've got beans for climbing beans, but these are obviously spring and summer, as you can see there. That's what
So you
they
have a
recommend.
different bean for climbing, you're saying, because these are bush.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Bush beans are for climbing beans. Uh, they are not to come out until late late spring into summer, and then they grow. I don't know how they grow, to be honest with you, but it says late spring into summer and autumn because we got a cool climate. Just remember, we don't get that blistering hot summer sun. Our temperatures here, and I'll let you do the math. Our temperatures in summer will be a balmy, maybe 8 to 12 degrees overnight Celsius, and then we'll go to 22 if we're lucky, maybe 25 if we're extremely lucky Celsius. And
So
then that's about it. Yeah.
46 Fahrenheit to 71 Fahrenheit. And so, like, you don't want your beans to freeze, but like you just said, you're not really getting down
No.
to 32 Fahrenheit, 0 Celsius.
I also wanted to try these Oriental radish.
Okay, so it's just fascinating to see you guys how different the seed packets are over there. Because I'm like, why does it say Oriental? Isn't it just a daikon? And I looked it up based on Raffinus sativus, and it says
Yeah.
yes, it's a daikon radish. So these are more sweet, less sharp of a spice. And so I'm excited to see you grow those. Is this going to be in a container or in the ground, Jonesy?
What would you recommend? Since I'm the
Both. I want you to try it all because you're a newbie.
Okay, well, you've got it. I've got plenty of land. The thing with my property too is that we've got wallabies that are like, picture a deer that can jump over a fence, which I suppose they do anyway.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, they come in and demolish things. So I'm trying to fortify my garden and my yard. So my property, and my property is also on a hill on a steep block. So for
Yeah, we're
anybody
only
new,
like we're on what, day 7 of not having a wallaby in your yard?
no, oh yeah, well, we're on about 3 or 4 months now, and then one invaded. The wife seen him in the morning, and I ran out like Homer Simpson and a big stick. Get out of here, you
Yeah.
bugger! And he jumped the fence.
So he'll
And the
just do it
fence,
again.
well, maybe he didn't like Homer Simpson chasing him, because I haven't seen it, and he's a male, and males, there's no females here, so he's probably doing his thing next door, and he can stay next door. So
Caging the crops might be another option. We'll see. We have a chili
yeah,
pepper.
yeah, I thought I'd give these a crack. I used to
Okay.
grow these, yeah, where I used to live,
Hot.
and these are, for whatever reason I do not know, but it says here only grow these in spring.
Well, it doesn't make any
Well,
sense because they like hot weather, not cold weather.
well, I'm just telling you
I'm
what the package
disagreeing
says.
with that seed packet, I tell you what.
Yeah, well, that's what
Just
it's
a
telling me.
suggestion.
Well,
L
we're gonna
Triple
get
G Love
we're
says,
gonna
"What are your pest challenges, Jonesy?" I don't think he knows yet. He hasn't gone through a full gardening season.
no. My main pests are the wildlife. Like I got possums, and the wallabies, and then there are rabbits occasionally, that sort of pest. And then we're talking about bugs. If we want to go down that road, I'm not sure what they're called. I got a remember that bug I showed you that was like orange and black and running up and down the fence line.
Yeah.
And I put a thing out. I don't know what they do. They're in the greenhouse every now and again, but they don't seem to destroy things. So, I get slugs and snails and that sort of thing as well. But the old dwarf, I think I showed those, but they're dwarf beans for spring and summer. And yeah, that's about me covered, I'd say, of what I've got recently for the next plantings. Getting ready, getting excited, and getting pumped for warmer weather.
And so these seeds came from like a big box store. Like we're trying to
Yeah,
figure out if there's if anybody here in the replay or in the live chat is a Tasmanian. I would love to hear, is there some kind of seed farm, local island situation hookup that we need to know about for Jonesy? Because then they kind of have more acclimated
yes,
memory
the
to
local. Yeah,
Tasmania.
I hear that. I hear you. And from what I've been learning online is that yes, you get local fruit or local produce, and if you can get that to seed, like if you can find the local farmers that are growing the lettuce, they're usually iceberg lettuce, and I've got a lot of iceberg lettuce out there growing, and two of them are going red, so I'm guessing those seeds aren't icebergs, unless you can
Oh yeah, I
tell me
haven't
that.
seen those in a while. Are those going to be in an upcoming garden tour so I can look at
I
them?
I would. What do gardening channels like to do? Do they like to show a garden tour once a month? I gather, is that the thing or not?
Well, like the August garden tour, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah. What do you guys think as gardeners? Is it you want to see us doing something as a project, plant update? It depends on what's going on in the season. Like you're going to be ramping
Yeah.
up into
Well, gardening beds.
project.
That's it. Gardening beds. Getting all that done. Getting my rows in where I'm going to grow the beans and the peas. Got different levels. My yard goes up, so I've got different sort of levels where it goes up
Yeah.
higher. And then rows of tomatoes where I'm going to have them. And then my favorites, which I'm really looking forward to, are going to be the onions. I'm really excited about my onion patch. I'm going to try to grow maybe a handful in a big container just to see if that's better than putting them in the dirt, which I doubt. What's your thoughts there?
Are you growing bulbing onions, bunching onions, green onions?
Bulbing onion, yeah, big bulbs,
Bulbing
yeah,
is like the
yeah,
big,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's
They
what I
need
want. I want,
space,
yeah,
not
okay, okay. Nice big patch in a dry, sunny spot, and
sun. Yes.
yep, for
Nitrogen,
sure.
yes. It's one of those things, Jonesy, where I have been gardening for 8 years, and it took me 8 years to grow a good sized onion. So
Wow.
we want to give you all the tips and tricks to get a
Okay,
good
well,
onion.
if I can grow a good onion in my first year, I can make you jealous. Is that
I
right?
would be jealous. You're right. Yes. We would have a little competitional.
No, we're always having
Uh,
competitions, me
we
and
are.
Shirley.
Yeah.
We are, definitely. It's
Croc Gardner says I gave up on garden tours, just been doing more how I do videos. Like, here's what's going on. I hear ya. Dave Knight says I'm drying yellow bush beans for seed next year. Right on.
nice work, and good to see you. And I've been trying to grow different styles of tomatoes. Where I've got store bought tomatoes from the seed. You know, when you take your waste food outside and you plant that in a pot and then cover it up, and then all of a sudden it's growing. So I've got those growing, like Romas and different ones. And then I've bought other seeds, which really they are starting to look good. And I'm actually going to feed them for the first time. They've been in that potting
I
soil,
know.
never
I'm
been
very
fed.
concerned. They're
Just have water.
starving, Jonesy.
But they're not. They're green. They're growing.
That's good that they're still green. And like he's got no heat mat on these poor little baby peppers. No
Out in the
heat mat,
cloud.
no fan, no food. When we're talking about seed starting basics, Jonesy, what do we got? Dynamic fertilizer, soil conditioner, plower feed, plant. Everything looks so different where you are.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I
Got to
don't get
mix
what
it.
this is.
No,
What's
it's like a
the back say?
dynamic fertilizer, soil conditioner, tomatoes and vegetables shake well. It's you
Does it have
mix with
numbers, NPK numbers?
what the hell is an NPK?
Nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus.
Okay, no. Well, sorry about the language. Oh yeah, there we go.
It's
Nitrogen.
it's late night here, so it don't matter to me. But
Okay, so what do you want? The typical analysis, what it says.
I don't know about
No.
this. You might have to send me a picture later so I can talk about what in the heck you bought.
Yeah, well, it says to mix it into pour. This is what it says. For 500 mils, this is a 1 liter container.
Okay.
Pour half of it into an empty 2 liter spray pack, and then fill the 1.5 liters of water. Mix it well, and then it says in this mix there is a seaweed solution,
Okay.
sea salt for as well that stimulates root development, enhances flowering and fruiting, and increases resistance to heat, drought, frost, pest. It's everything you want to make you buy this product. They've written on the back.
So always follow the directions. More is not better. You will burn and kill your
Yes,
plants.
exactly. Yes. Yep. No, I've learnt that.
And this is going in the soil. You're watering the soil.
Yeah.
Or are you spraying it on the leaves of the plant?
No, I'm going to put that directly onto the soil.
Okay.
It says
Do you bottom water your seedlings or do you water
Yes.
from the top?
No, I go underneath
tray.
the leaves and go straight to the tray.
Yeah, like for my tray here, I've got 6 cells, and so I put the water down here in this tray, and then everything goes down and reaches for it. But when I am in that first week of germination, I am watering lightly at the top to make sure the seed has got what it needs. So if we go through the list while you catch up on the chat, the seed starting basics, you've got to have temperature, a growing medium, airflow, the light. Some seeds actually have to have light to germinate. There's that moisture, and it all has to have the right timing. So there's kind of a lot of pieces to this. So as you've been seed starting, Jonesy, what's been the most difficult?
As what's been the most difficult? What to be disappointed when
To
seeds
figure
don't?
out. Yeah.
Yeah, like it took me forever to realize I should have been using a heat mat,
For
in the
certain
cooler
stuff. Yeah.
weather. And then I've got just here next to the studio, right here, I've got some. I used to grow capsicums, and I'll say that 100 times.
Peppers.
Capsicums.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to grow them where I used to live, and they would grow. You could spit out your seed, and it would grow because the weather was quite balmy, like a sort of like Florida, that sort of weather. Seed hits the dirt in the ground, and it'll just grow. But down here, it's a bit different, being a bit cooler. But these ones here are going awfully.
Did you get a thermometer like I told you to? So we can do some soil temp testing, sir. Come on. Janet says, Outback Tasmania, remember, treat your seedlings like babies. Don't leave them out in the sun all day. Give them food and water.
You watch my videos, and you'll hear me call. Here I come, my children. And I talk to them about that. I do. I actually do.
Peg's Place says there is a seed buying place on eBay
nice.
in Tasmania. In
Awesome.
eBay, not even Etsy. You might have to
Peg.
send an email, Peg's Place to Jonesy.
I'll talk to you about that for sure, mate.
So, like, for me, I'm actually on a mission this next season to locate more Minnesota seed suppliers and to ask them, are you farming the seeds in Minnesota, or are you having them come from a distributor somewhere? And I'm just going to do a quick, like, what does a seed packet look like at Shawnee's Garden stuff? Like Urban Farmer, I've bought seeds from. And then Seed Savers exchanges heirlooms, and this is out of Iowa. They have a really good story, and they actually have programs to send free seeds to people that you can sign up with. And
that looks awesome. That tomato.
What makes a good seed packet? The picture, right? And its durability to like get your dirty fingers on it, right? And then there's these burpee we see at like the big box stores, and then Fedco seeds, it's basic information. And then the beautiful artwork on a botanical interest gets me every time. Wonderful pictures.
You guys have funny seed packets over there, Sean.
You have funny seed packets, Jonesy. Here's from Baker Creek, Rare Seeds. They have really good pictures too.
Yeah.
And then there's like, this is Mary's heirloom. It's just in a regular old
envelope,
old school packet. And then like Johnny's is one that I used to order a lot from. And then and my gardener is like $2 a seed packet. And the tip I have for you guys today is, no matter where you are buying seeds from in person, like if you're getting those 25-cent ones at the dollar store, feel it to make sure there's seeds in it, because somebody just shared the other day they bought them and there was nothing in it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, we've got like garden centers, like the normal businesses, garden centers. There's some beautiful. I might actually do a video in a garden center for you in the upcoming weeks. There's a couple of really nice ones here. Mm-hmm. The prices there, you got to know your prices on plants if you want to buy stuff, because you might have a discount in the big box store on certain plants. Do they come from the same place? I probably doubt. I reckon the big box store here, like the Bunnings, that's like your pick one of your big hardware stores, and they have their massive garden center connected to it. It's one of those. So it's pretty cool. Like it's herbs. Here we go.
Are you just clicking stuff now? We're at like go to the bottom. That's when we were talking about herbs.
Andy just said herbs. I say herbs like it's herb. If me may drink it, mate. Me old drinker, mate, Herbie. And what about Herbie Hancock, the musician? But anyway.
Okay, so my question for Jonesy, are you ready for a question?
Yeah.
Why did we decide we wanted food without seeds? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. How stupid is that? Why would you design something that can't reproduce?
Apparently, they say consumers wanted it, Jonesy.
Yeah, no. The people who grow that product, however they make it, wants to sell it for a dearer price, and then say, but you don't get no seeds. Like,
Seedless food can be convenient for the consumer, but it changes the relationship between the consumer and reproduction. So instead of growing the food, harvesting food, saving the seed, and being independent and having a microclimate adjusted seed that remembers from its mother everything, the temperature, the air, the food, how much the gardener's hand was involved or not, and then to
yeah,
regrow, you're not having to buy a plant or propagated material, and you're constantly chained to these people. Oh, I just get so mad.
yeah.
Like,
And
what's an example of a seedless food? Can you name one?
watermelon.
Watermelon. Yeah.
Yeah, they're quite popular here, to be honest. Let's just try this for a sec.
Hmm.
And there we go. It is currently, whoop,
Hello?
sorry, wrong one. That's looking out the window. It is currently 1:28 p.m. It's Saturday afternoon. Blue sky, sunshine. Spring is nearly here. It is a lovely day.
Yeah, it's
Lovely
not
day.
raining. Look at that.
No, we appreciate those days here. Let me say, we get too many wet weather days. Wonder how Peg's going down there. You got something similar, my friend? I reckon you probably have. So there we go. It's
We're hoping
1:30 in the
for
afternoon on a Saturday.
we're hoping for rain tomorrow here, and my garden would much appreciate it. So Carol from South Florida Sunshine Tropical says someone with diverticulitis saw a market for seedless watermelon. Big Wheel Dog 82 in the soil is awake and here. Hello. We're talking about seeds still. We're on the gardening side of it. We usually have this bridge between growing a garden and growing a channel. So we are going to switch into YouTube stuff in a little bit.
Well, with a name like Croc, I would definitely be your Tasmanian friend, my gardening buddy from Dallas or Texas. Well, I don't know where you're in that part of the world. I know that.
Croc Gardner is in Indiana. He's
Oh,
Midwest with
in Dallas?
Shawnee.
Ah,
That's
man. Who was
the
in Dallas?
Texas guy is Chad, down home backyard gardening that you met the other day.
Okay,
Get it
got
straight.
him
I'm just
confused.
kidding.
Yeah, got him confused.
So
I did a
Janet,
trip.
oh,
I
go
did a
ahead.
trip once into Middle America. I went into. We landed in JFK and went around the bottom or around Dallas and that, and then we went to Mississippi. We done all the stuff around there, Arkansas, Mississippi, down to the Delta Blues area, down Clarksdale. Then we went up to Oklahoma, and all these Jackson, all these sort of lovely places. So that's about the most I know about America. To be honest with you, I kept away from the big cities.
Yeah, just sometimes it feels like seedlessness was intentionally developed to prevent people from saving seed. And then Janet Potter says, I saw a commercial about how convenient it is to not have seeds in our food. And it's like, oh, shoot. Croc Gardner's Doug in Illinois, and Big Will Dog is in Indiana. I thought you were in the same state. Okay, sorry. I got it wrong too, Jonesy. So
No, I thought he said he was in Dallas or Texas, or someone was in Texas. I remember hearing the live and they were
Chad's in
talking.
Texas. Yeah.
Okay, Chad. All right.
And so
Okay.
there's just, when we look up like what's going on, right, with seedless food, we're not supposed to be all there's an agenda, right? We're supposed to just assume innocence to everything, but it makes you think, because I think the practice of saving seed needs to be encouraged and taught, and you need to do it. End of story.
Yep, for sure. And you know how we do that? We grow our own food, and we grow it for ourselves, and we just share it with our neighbors or our family, and we just learn as we grow and grow as we learn, and eat what you grow, and all those lovely comments and
All the
lines.
taglines, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the truth. Like my neighbor next door, who's got that tree. If you see my videos with the alien seeds, that thousands of these seeds have hit my place. Oh, they're terrible, and I've been weeding them all out of my garden beds, and it's a never-ending battle at the moment. But that tree has just stopped flowering. So I said to my neighbor today, any chance we can knock that tree down? I said, it's been a royal pain in the butt. And he said, mate, let's do it. So that's good news for the potting station anyway, and the backyard and the garden beds. And the sun that's going to come in that way during summer as well, because that's the way the sun moves around here and comes in that direction, right where that tree is. So it'll give more sun to the backyard, which will be wonderful.
How many of us have dealt with nature dropping seeds where we're trying to grow our own seeds and having to weed it out? I know we have maple keys here, the maple trees dropping those helicopters, and we have to pick out all the sprouting trees in the season.
The jacaranda tree, we've got a jacaranda tree that goes purple. That tree I've got, that drops these big, round, like discs pods for their seed. They're huge. Actually, I might grab some tomorrow, and I'll leave them in here. So next time I'm live, I'll be able to just show you what they look like.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool plants. Jacarandas, if you haven't seen those, they turn purple when they start to flower, and the whole tree stays purple. The warmer the climate, the longer it stays flowering, but it does flower once. And the wattle tree up the back, which turns gold, that's going to be flowering very soon. And when I was downtown doing the park run, I captured a little wattle tree down there. There's a whole bunch of wattle trees, and they flower this nice, like, bottle brush red flower. And yeah, they're all just starting to appear. Well, not that, one or two of popping out, and then I filmed a few things there to show you later, Shawnee, as well.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you transplant those peas out of the greenhouse yet?
Yes.
Okay. So maybe it's on a future video, or did you just garden and not have the struggle of being a gardening content creator and having to film it at the same time?
I've got a second batch ready to go, so I thought I'll get the first batch in, and the
Okay.
second batch will be the filming of the upcoming video, which will be done tomorrow. I have a sort of a tight schedule, so Sundays is my go-to, get out in the garden and go.
That's right. We talked about systems and schedules on our previous live, so make sure you hit that in your watch later list. So, harvest, subscribers. Let's get into that. Jonesy, if someone landed on your YouTube channel, so right here, Outback Tasmania, we've been doing some tweaking, talking about strategies. Could they tell what they're going to get when they come here? Do you think you've packaged your channel so when they drop on it, they're like, I know what this is?
Well, if they read the bio, it says that I'm in a 95-year-old house that's got a big block of land and it hasn't been touched for all this time, and I want to turn it into a garden and a so-called urban homestead, which could mean chickens in the future. I haven't got chickens yet. We've been really excited looking at emus lately. We've been watching these videos of little baby emus. They look wonderful until they grow up, and then they're big birds that last about 30 years. So, yeah, it's a lifetime commitment. So I don't know about the emus, but we definitely wanted to. We get excited by watching these things. Whether we're going to turn that into our life. Imagine moving to a new property. I've just got my emus coming around and put them out the back. Yes.
That's foreign to me. I mean, here we have alpacas. For
Yep.
sure. We harvest the fur and make socks at the Alpaca Shaka. I know that's around here.
Yeah, they get oil, like they harvest them for meat and oil. They've got some sort of nice oil apparently. But if you get an emu when they're very young and they get really attached to you and they'll be your lifelong friend, males are the nice ones, females are the aggressive ones. So there you go. That's your emu information for this live. But Mrs. Radio said they're cute, but no. So
N-O.
That's what she said. If you get an emu, you can have your emu, and I'm gone. Basically, something like that, she said.
And we've got fellow gardeners in the chat, so you can answer this question, you in the replay as well. What makes someone want to tell another person about your garden? And we're talking about positive things here. I'm going to stick to positive. What makes someone want to go, have you seen this and this on so-and-so's garden? Usually it's like unique or colors, things together, right? Do you look at other people's gardens? Are you at that point yet when you're driving around?
Yes, I look for garden beds and what's growing. I look for what they have. It all started here with the plants. I was growing flowers. Like my big thing was trying to get a nice garden for the back viewing of when we sit out the back. And every time I planted daisies, and they used to flower beautifully, and then wallabies would come into the yard and eat each and every one of them right to the ground. And it was very devastating after we had a beautiful garden looking for a while, and then we discovered we was wondering why all these other gardens were working well, and they had the African daisies, which have a different leaf, a different texture, and obviously a different taste because they would not eat them. And we started planting them, and they started flowering lovely, and we've had no problems ever since, except for the few that we do continue to plant of the originals. It's amazing how a plant can be eaten all the way down to the root stock. And like a caring father, I would take that little sick child and put him in a pot, stick it in the greenhouse, and watch this little green thing start growing again. And then I replanted all these I called it the rescue garden up the back. And it was absolutely delightful to see them plants grow again. And sadly, that got attacked twice. But
So what you've explained is a super important skill for a beginner gardener, and it's that observation piece. You took around you locally information in, and you looked at what was happening in your yard, and you made that change, and you solved a problem. Your brain on gardening, Jonesy.
well, I'm definitely a greenhorn. Is it a greenhorn? For a green thumb.
I don't know where you're going with this.
I haven't got the green thumb yet, but I'm a greenhorn. You know, they say greenhorns are the newbies.
I don't know what they say in Tasmania, Jonesy.
Oh man, haven't you? You're too young.
Oh, is that the problem?
Back me out. Greenhorns.
In the chat, anybody know what's going on?
Nice.
Okay, so when we're posting content as gardeners,
Wow.
we're trying to get that click. They come for whatever they thought they were coming for, but they stay for us, the gardeners, the person, right? So how do we get something to take root? How do we get a subscriber to say, how do new people find you, Jonesy? So YouTube's changing, and we've talked about this in the past on the new algorithm stuff. Is it going to be where shorts draw people in and you're making this bridge to long form, or is shorts dying after February 1st? And what are your thoughts? New subs, how do we get them?
New subs. Well, when I first started in YouTube, I found a community that I thought these guys are pretty interesting. I'll go hang out over here and introduce myself and watch their videos and commented. And then when I seen a few of them did lives, I went to the lives. And there you go. Have you read that comment there,
I
Shawnee?
did. Ecology Today says a greenhorn is a person who is new, inexperienced, or untrained in a particular activity, job, or setting. Thank you.
I'm showing my age. I know.
Why do you subscribe to somebody, Jonesy? When you go, because we've been looking for new
Yeah.
channels to watch.
Yeah.
What makes you go subscribe?
Okay, someone that I want to go back to and watch again is the reason I subscribe. I am not one that subscribes to every single person. I go, oh, I'll subscribe to you. I'll subscribe to you. I'll help you out with this. Subscribe. I'm the sort of person that if I subscribe because I want to be there, so I want to see,
Yes.
and then I'll go look for that channel. What have they put out? If I haven't got anything in my feed, I go to my subscriber list, and then I look and I go, oh yeah, what have they done recently? Yeah, bang, and then I just move my way down the line. That's my YouTube game. You know how people I got this great graph the other day. I was watching I don't know, some huge YouTube channel that I've never heard of before in my life. And these two experts from YouTube on there as well. And they were talking about why this is all happening. And probably should have done a bit more planning on this, but if you watch if you look at this graph, I'll make myself bigger
Okay.
and I'll share. I'll just put it in front of the camera,
Take the
maybe.
comment off the screen too.
I will definitely say, "See you later, Andy." I'll get rid of that comment, and then we'll go. This just shows you from 2021 to 2025 the growth of YouTube watches on television, and it shows you the longer people watch these days, and the actual content creators making more ad revenue by having a longer video. So it was just fascinating stuff. I'll just show this
I'm
graph
ready. Yep.
quickly. It just shows the red line there. So down the bottom is like 2020. What did I say?
It's not focused at all, Jonesy. Back it up.
Back it up, yeah, but it won't be.
No, it doesn't want us to see it.
Okay, well, just look at that red line. You can see the red line, how it goes up.
Yeah.
That is television.
Okay.
And the blue line going down, that is phones. And then you've got computer is the bottom steady one going straight across. And the very low one is the tablets. So this is how people are watching YouTube these days. So it just shows you that television now has caught up to where phones used to be the main watcher.
You can take that down, yeah.
The people now are actually, thank you, Shawnee. People are actually now spending more time, longer time. Like who here right now is watching? How are you watching? Put it in the comments. Are you on a TV? Are you on your phone? Are you on the computer? Or even a tablet?
I only watch on my phone or my computer. We don't have, maybe at the new house we'll have the ability to watch it on the TV, but not I. Oh, and you know, Jonesy, you're going to have to watch later the replay on Muddy Puddles Farm live stream that was today, because you know, Joe. She was having a super great conversation about like what's going on YouTube and when to hit that subscribe button. You know, in the chat, like Tony was talking about Simplify Gardening. Don't hit the subscribe if you're not gonna actually sit there and come back and watch. Don't just willy-nilly hit the button. It messes with channel's stuff. And so like my tactic when I meet somebody new is I put it in my watch later and I follow them for a couple times. And then I'll go, okay, if I really want that notification or if I want to be at their I love live streams. I'm like a junkie with live streams.
Yes, yesterday, it was amazing. Yesterday, I was home and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a pop-up, try to get some more watch time. I just flicked an email saying, look, if you're going to be available, here's the link, but I'm just going to go live and talk about what's been going on. And Shawnee was on another live, and then she went into her live, and then she come to my live, and that's well over how many hours did you do?
Oh, at least 3 or 4 when you add it all together. 5. And then there's all the like when I sit in the chat on lives, and it's like, so are there actual videos that are better at creating subscribers than others? I have 3 types on my list, but do you have an idea? Are there actually types of videos that make people subscribe? Like you've seen on your channel what's gotten you subscribers before. You get what I'm saying? What type of video was it? Was it a how-to? Was it a rant? Was it a?
Yeah, I go to them all. I've got homesteading ones that I love going to every chance they put a video out. I've got one guy who puts videos out daily on 3 channels. And do I watch every single one of them? No, one of them he's just talking about what he's going to do on the video he's going to do tomorrow. And so when he does put a video out, I work out, is it worth watching? Like, is it he's going to fix something I want to see, or is it just him driving the tractor, doing laps, cutting grass, all that sort of stuff? Hey, Eddie, welcome in.
Eddie.
Good to see you.
So for my list, were you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got everything. I watch everything from music to.
What about on your channels? As a channel creator, what video got you subscriber jumps?
Okay, what video? Which channel do we want to talk about?
Probably the one that you just had 12K views on, sir.
Okay. Well, I've got a channel called Radio Jonesy. I've got a channel called On Tour with Radio Jonesy, and the third one is Tasmania Island Life. They're all three monetized channels. They all have content going up weekly. I had a rant. I got on the phone. I wanted to do. This was my strategy. This is what a YouTuber, how I think anyway. I want to put a video out, if not every second day, just a talking head video, like me talking to the camera, about a subject that's on my mind, whether it's 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 12 minutes, whatever it is. So I got the phone in the cradle and I'm driving to somewhere to pick someone up. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to record myself because I'm really sick of
You're going to get it out.
Yeah, like the Australian government, they're running this country to the ground. And I just had a rant. And yeah, I got 13,000 views and best ad revenue I've had since I've been on YouTube for the 13,000 views.
Yeah, and you got like 100 subs or something?
Yeah, more than that, about 250 subs. And
so why do you think they clicked that button? Because they also were passionate about...
There's no thumbnail. It was just a picture of me sitting in the car as well.
Yeah.
I didn't do a thumbnail. It was the title, I'd say. Why Australia is... what was the title? Now I've even... It's
like it's getting so expensive, people are leaving as along the lines. And I think people can resonate with that.
Yeah, Australia is so expensive and people are leaving. And it actually is the first time in this country's history more people are leaving. Wow. It's the highest amount of people leaving Australia going who knows where, are just jumping ship. They're just sick of this government and how it's everything's expensive. Like, it's the same all around the world, I'm gathering, but we seem to be paying so much for electricity now that's costing manufacturers more, which is putting prices up on everything, and the whole place is just sort of going backwards. Like it used to be a time where people were so proud to buy Australian made. You know, like there's a logo, they've got this triangle with a kangaroo on it, and it's Australian made. And if you got that sticker or branding on your packaging, it's all Australian. There's no comes from Japan or China or wherever, and they've just put it together here. It's all like Australian. It's all Australian. Support Australian in it. And all that's now dying because the people can't run these businesses because electricity is so dear, all for this clean, green super machine of making money for governments.
So grow a garden.
Yeah, so definitely. And that, hence, I put other videos out since about this is what we're doing here. I remember my grandmother growing like a whole half-quarter acre of garden beds. And she had the lettuces and the carrots and the beans and the peas and like potatoes. Everything was grown in the backyard. All that's been left behind in the modern world of disposable income and disposable. Everyone's getting paid, and they're just going, you know what? I'm not going to bother with that. I'll just go up the shop and buy myself a bag of spuds and some onions, and then you start like capsicums. Oh man! Today the wife said, "Bring me back 2 capsicums, a red and a green, for the stir fry she wants to make." They were $7.80 a kilo. That was the price on the product, and they were very poor quality.
$2 a pepper here.
Oh man, they were very the red ones were good. They were fresh. The green ones were withering, and you wouldn't touch them. You wouldn't touch them.
Scroll to the bottom of the chat. We have a question coming in from Eddie Lyle. Says, Outback Tasmania, what time is it where you are?
Right now, it is currently 1:51 p.m., so it's 10 to 2 in the afternoon of Saturday. So we're in the future, probably wherever you are.
The future. Okay, so types of videos.
Well, where are you? You're in Friday, aren't you? So that's the past. If I'm in Saturday.
We're the same on the planet. We're the same. Okay, so.
Yeah, but our planet is spun this far around, so we're in front. So yeah, the worlds keep.
It's not the future though.
No, the sun goes around us actually.
Everything is moving, Jonesy. Okay, so the
Future. The future is here. Tasmania, come on down. Enjoy the future. You try flying here from. You fly from here to America. You leave on Saturday. You leave at at say 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you land in America at about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So you've the time difference is like 3 hours, but you've sat on a plane for 18 and a half, and you say, where did the time go? And when you come home, you leave on your Saturday and you arrive on the Monday. You know, you go, where did Sunday go? It's crazy because all
okay.
that time.
So then we have like I had a couple videos that got me subs, and it was that real survival skills gardening
Get us back on track,
conversation.
Shawnee. I
And
go off
so
track all the time.
woo.
Yeah.
um and there's this moment of like you really don't want something to go super viral and it be like the wrong topic, the wrong category, the wrong part of what your channel is really about, because those people aren't going to binge and come back and watch more content. So I'm going to do my list now.
Yeah.
Videos that are better at creating subscribers than others. So the first one is the I have this problem video. So maybe somebody's searching the problem and it brings them to your channel and you're solving the problem, right?
But the how-to thing and the subject matter thing really works. One of my popular videos on this channel is my failure on the mulcher garden shredder, silent shredder. It's, you're putting your little branches in this machine that chews it up. My plate that the blades hit to cut the twigs and the sticks up broke in half and fell out. And I said, if you don't buy this product, it's, you know, like, don't waste your $300 on this product. It's a failure. And that got me a heap of views and a lot of angry people, because everyone's coming in saying, this is the best thing since sliced bread. I've had mine for 5 years. User, you didn't use it correctly. It's all your fault. You. Like, it was so negative. I just sort of smiled at him. I said, thanks for the algorithm. You know, thanks for commenting. Thanks for keeping the thing going. A few people said, thank you for your honest opinion. But gee, and that, because people went looking for that item on YouTube and seen everyone saying it's great, it's fantastic, best thing I've ever had, fantastic. And then they see me and I'm going, don't buy this, is wasting your money. And yeah, anyway, that was a video I was going to be showing people how I'm out the back making my own mulch. That was the video I was making at the time, and then it just stopped. And the stuff would go through, but nothing would be cut. And I went, what's going on? And I went and investigated and worked out that the aluminum sheet of that the blades hit, that cuts the timber and the twigs and mulches everything up, broke off. Sorry, Shawnee. I went off the tangent
You're
again.
great with the experience here as we get with the old folk. No, I'm just kidding. So the second video is the I want to become this person video. So I think Jonesy gets what I'm saying. The travel bug, the I want to be a homesteader, but I don't have the money, land, so I watch somebody else do it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? The I want to become this person video gets you subs.
Oh yeah, for sure. I most definitely. I find, for me being Tasmanian, I'm getting subscribers for people going, I'm never going to come to Tasmania, so let you take me on that joyride and show me the sights. And that I get lovely comments like that saying, thank you for showing me that, because I'm never going to be able to afford to get there. It's too far away. Thanks very much for like walking through the wilderness and showing the tree ferns and it looks like Jurassic Park in the movies, you know, old-fashioned tree ferns, big rainforest, and there's mist and cloud, and, you know, like, it's spooky. And then, anyway, but those shorts I was doing, showing that, worked really well, and then they didn't work well.
Yeah.
And then my shorts, and then I thought, you know what? I just cut that little piece out of our other short we did.
Oh, I was gonna ask you how you did that. Sir doesn't have working computers. How did you cut that live? Hey, Robin.
Went into the wonderful StreamYard and it said, do you want to make shorts?" And I thought you had to be a paid up thing for it, but apparently not.
It let you chunk that
Yeah,
many
it
things together? Because you had a
gave me
video that you made that was like 24 minutes long.
it gave me the whole live. So I just thought I'd cut that little bit out
To
and make a
play
quick
with. Wow.
race. And then I thought I'd title it Race to 4K, an absolute disaster video because it's got 12 views. So that didn't work.
Wah, wah. Okay,
Yeah.
so the third video that could get you subscribers is the come back and see what happens video. So I've seen this with experiments like planting the potatoes in a box. People follow
Yeah,
it
yeah.
to find
Mm-hmm.
out what happens. Does that make sense? Have you ever tested out come back and see what happens style videos for subs?
Yep. How to make I got a video on my this channel, how to make a $20 home composting system. How to make a home composting system for $20. And all it was a garbage bin that I could buy at the big box store, drilled the holes out of the bottom, had a lid, you could put it in the ground, you could dig a little trench into the dirt so no rodents will get in and under, and you just chuck your garden scraps in it, take the lid off, put the lid on, and then when it's really done its business, when it's really full and rotted away, and man, the gold at the bottom of that is amazing. It is.
I believe it,
It,
dude. I believe it. Yeah.
like for me to look at that and go, "Oh, look at this." But anyway, that was another video that was people come to see what I did. Like the hook of the title and the actual video, and it had a pretty decent. There wasn't a big drop off, so people did want to see it, and it sort of slowly dropped off. But that would be back in the day when I was just starting sort of this sort of stuff, and I wasn't really. I had the camera in one hand and the drill in the other, and I'm trying to film as I'm holding onto a plastic garbage bin with my legs, and it was pretty poorly filmed. But hey, I was just kicking off this channel, and I thought this will be an interesting one. And it's strange, but Shawnee, I had visions of this channel being something like I've bought a $50 greenhouse from Temu or from the box store or from somewhere. Is it worth it? Did it work? Come and have a look. That sort of thing. That was what I was thinking of doing. I bought a drill. I bought a tools. I bought whatever. Electric chainsaw that cost me $50. Did it work? Is it good? Well, mate, I'm using that chainsaw. That knotted log that I couldn't split that day on that video that
I
you
do
watched.
know. I do know about the
Right?
log that gave you
Oh,
trouble.
right. So I got a brand new battery off the charger, put it into that cheap electric chainsaw that's like a little light plastic thing with a nice 12-inch blade chain, and it absolutely went straight through it into quarters. It cut it for and I didn't have to. I just let it melt into it, and it just kept cutting. I thought, man, that stuff's. And I filmed that. I haven't put that video out yet. I've got
Okay.
that video to come out soon to say, does a cheap saw from Temu actually work? And yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
there's
I'm.
a lot of those that were the testing, like I see it with bushcraft. I bought camping gear from the dollar store or Amazon or whatever it is. And then I've seen where, okay, I bought sketchy seeds on Etsy. Will they grow and be true to what they say they are? Like those are all things that people go, "What?" and they click it and watch, right?
Yeah.
No, there is a psychological driver that we can implement here if we want to get all like, I don't know if you call this fancy, but when you're talking in the beginning, the first 30 seconds, you're starting that curiosity loop strategy and storytelling. They do it in books, they do it in movies. They
Yeah.
might start at the middle and then they come back and then start at the beginning so that um, unexpected statement, the dramatic cliffhanger, that question of why you should stay. It creates an anticipation, explaining why the mystery matters, heightens the stakes, the value delivery. So sharing the main journey with it, your insights, your opinions, your personality, your lessons. The audience waits for that resolution, and then there's the payoff. You're revealing that missing piece of information. And so there's actual terms if you want to do your homework. The Zeigarnik, Zeigarnik effect. Human brains naturally remember uncompleted tasks or stories better than completed ones. And then there's the information gap theory. When people notice a gap between what they know and what they want to know, it actually triggers a mental itch that they must scratch. So stop looking at somebody's mature garden and wondering why yours doesn't look like that in year one, Jonesy. Okay. I'm looking at you,
Yep.
beginner
Mm-hmm.
baby gardener. You're not going
Thank
to
you.
just compare it to everybody who's been gardening for 30 years, like Robin Gardens in the chat, and go, oh, no, you're in your own story line.
That's right.
Okay.
That's it. I'm doing the Shrek thing, building his own little future and doing his own thing with his donkey. And can I call you, since you call me a baby gardener or whatever you call me then, can I call you my fairy god gardener?
Oh,
So you're
okay.
the mother gardener.
Wasn't
the
sure where
fairy-
that was going. Yeah, fairy gardener.
Yeah. Well, anyway, and I've been utilizing this young lady's advice over the last few months of me trying to do stuff. So every time I have a problem, hey, Shawnee, what do you think about this? And yeah, we converse on email quite regularly.
That's right. So if you've enjoyed this conversation, make sure you do check out previous episodes. We've been doing a whole series where Jonesy and I talk about systems in the
Oh,
garden,
excellent.
systems in YouTube, the comments, the powerful comment section, idea farming, because these really go well together, especially.
That's right. Like growing a YouTube channel and growing a garden is nearly identical. It's like, what are the systems that are going good for you? Keep doing them. Like keep rinse and repeat. Keep going with it. What are the systems that are going bad? Learn from it and change direction. And it's gardens. Like, why is that garden not working? It's okay. It's not getting enough sun. Why is that video not working? Well, maybe I didn't give it enough clickbait with the thumbnail or the
Packaging.
Packaging is the word. Yes, that's
The
right.
queen.
Thank you, fairy.
You're like, I
Carol's,
didn't have any water in my mouth.
Carol's question there. The new requirements to keep our monetization once we get it.
Do you
Well, I'm
remember,
pretty sure.
Jonesy?
Yeah. Well, it's basically 2 videos every 90 days, wasn't it? Every
See,
3
look at
months.
his face. He doesn't know.
It wasn't 2 videos a year, surely. No, it was 90 days.
There's 3 ways to keep your
1,000
monetization
watch hours. I know that. 1,000 watch hours.
in
Yep.
365 days. So
That's
if you're
it.
already in the YouTube Partner Program, to keep your monetization, to stay active, your options are in 365 days, accumulate 1,000 watch hours, or in 90 days, post 2 long form videos, or in 90 days, post 5 shorts to keep your monetization going. If you drop below these requirements, you will have 90 days to fix it. Did I clarify for you, Carol?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pretty much, if you're in their system now, you just keep doing what you're doing and you cannot lose. This theory that a lot of people talk about, oh, my watch hours are going down, whatever, I'm going to lose my monetization. Just say you had a big spike and you got a heap of watch hours, and when that 12 months comes around, they come away, but you're still putting content out and you're still turning over 1,000 watch hours. Well, you're all good. No need to stress. No need to.
For the abstract, consequential people, or I think that's the right way you say it, Carol, in 3 months, do 2 live streams, and you're good. Every 3 months, have 2 live streams in there. I'm writing it too, so you can see it in text besides hearing it.
Yeah.
I have a clipboard. Don't tempt me. I got a new pen today. Draw a picture.
There you go, Carol. It's up there. I went right to the bottom.
Abstract random. See, I didn't even say it right. Thank you, Carol, for how she learns. Not enough
Okay.
sun in video. What?
Not enough sun in the video. Not enough sun in video. Who was this? This
What were we
was
talking about? This
not
was
enough
2 minutes
sun.
ago? I'm
Oh,
lost.
that could be a reason why the plants, like we were talking about, how it could fail. There's not enough sun hitting the garden. Is that
Why
where
would a
we're at?
video fail, Jonesy? Why would a video fail? What do you know?
Well, packaging, product, and distribution. You know, like
Mm.
you want to sell a shiny object. Here we go. Like picture this.
What are you doing with that? That's like what we jute. Yeah. Are you gonna trellis something? Are you doing a basket weave, Jonesy?
Listen.
Basket weave.
Yes. Okay. I'm doing a basket weave. Plus, I'm doing the hanging down cord, and it grabs hold and
Single
climbs.
leader. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing that as well.
Look at you.
I've been watching videos. I learned this from YouTube. Honestly, I did. I looked at someone. There's John Steed over in Down Under Homestead, and he's a gardener in Tasmania, and he's got a wealth of knowledge for gardening. So I go to his content. He's stopped. He's only just started again, so he had like nearly 12 months off. And I can go if I want to look at winter content, I go into his winter series and I just look at what he's doing, and then I work out, okay, this will work for me here. So it's been interesting watching him and the angles of the sun and which way the sun comes up, what part of the yard he plants certain things in because he doesn't want full sun. Make sure, and his information for me is what I've been really studying. So
yeah, because you don't have a neighbor. Like we go start local.
My neighbor here wants to rip down and tear out every single plant he's got in that 1 acre property, which for me is going to be great, getting rid of that tree full of the alien seeds. The good news, people, that tree is coming down before next flowering season.
Okay, Jonesy, guess what just happened in the chat?
What happened?
It seems to come up every show. Carol from South Florida Sunshine Tropical says, Mark from Self-Sufficient Me, good for you too, Jonesy? Question mark.
Well, you know, Mark at Self-Sufficient Me, he lives in somewhere like you live in, Carol, like a nice, beautiful temperature like Florida. What he grows there in winter is what I'll grow here in summer. So his gardening channel for me for education, maybe to look on how he's done his garden beds, maybe, but what he plants, I cannot relate because he's in a beautiful, temperate, his winters there are better than my summers. That's sad. Like my daughter yesterday, it's winter still. She lives up that way. And she said, "Oh, Dad, it's so hot. It's about 35 degrees. It's ridiculous," you know. And I'm going, wow, lucky you. And let me say, in her little courtyard, she's got about 5 of them big pots that you grow trees in, really. But in them big pots, she's got her little garden bed, and she's got tomatoes and beans and peas and carrots, and she's growing all this stuff. And she's going, "I don't know what I'm doing, Dad. I'm just chucking the seeds in the ground, and they're coming up." And I said, "Yeah, you're doing great. You live in Queensland. Spit a seed out, it'll grow."
Yeah, it's like when Carol watches other, like us in the north, about timing or variety is bad information. It doesn't match.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm learning the timing thing from you, to be honest, because you get extreme winters compared to what we're going to get, but the system is sort of similar where you want to get like my brassicas, or should I say my broccoli. All right, from that guy there. Where is he? There he is. He's hiding there. Hang on, let me bigify. If you haven't seen Bluey, there he is, right there. See? He's there somewhere.
She.
She, yeah, all right. It's a girl dog. All right. Hey, Willikers. All
We
right.
have brook trout
I'm
will
gonna,
come in from fishing.
my grandson loves that show, and we bought a poster for when he visited, and we put it in his little corner of his bedroom, and then we took the poster down. And what are you going to do with that poster? Well, I'll whack it in the studio. Where
Wow,
else would I put?
is that how we talk about putting things on the wall in Tasmania? We whack it? Is that what you just
One?
said?
Yeah, we'll whack it in the studio.
How's the
Yeah.
fishing there, Jonesy?
The fishing is, I don't know, to be honest. I'm not, I've sort of let my fishing, I don't see a lot of people fishing this time of year.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of islanders from the islands like Tonga, New Zealand, uh, all those sort of South Pacific islands. There are a lot of they call them workers that all come in for the season picking berries and things. We see them fishing when they're here. Like they're here now, but they're not fishing. So I'm assuming there's no fish, or the there's obviously fish around because the penguins eat fish, and there's plenty of
Yes.
penguins.
Penguins, everybody are in
Oh
Jonesy's
yeah.
neighborhood.
Oh, we got penguins. We got penguins all over the place. I was on my walk this morning, and
Yeah.
a girl stopped and said, "Look at the penguin." And I went, I'm not stopping. But I can go there and see the penguins anytime. There's a YouTube channel called Bernie Park Penguins, or Bernie Penguins, and it's a live stream into their burrows. They've got actual cameras in the burrows, so you can go see the babies of penguins anytime you like, all around the world. Bernie Penguins. See if you can find that for me in the one of my crack moderators. How's that for a?
What?
I want to be
I used to be a secretary.
okay, secretary.
I've upgraded to co-host. Moving up.
You moving up. You're the star of the show, Shawnee.
I already forgot what you said. Bernie what?
Penguin. Penguin with an S, maybe.
Center live stream?
That's it. That's the one. You can go there and see penguins 24/7 in their little burrows. They're usually the babies waiting for mum and dad to come back with a stomach full of food that they can regurgitate into their little mouths. It's absolutely delightful.
That's birds and stuff for you. Good grief.
Yeah, birds that swim underwater are amazing, eh? The mutton birds and mutton birds they fly and they dive and they swim underwater, then they come up, eat their fish, and then they flap away. And don't ask me how wet feathers work, but obviously they do.
Are you coming to my party tomorrow, Jonesy?
I will be there, definitely.
All right.
You name it, I'll be there. I'll just have to get out extra early and do my gardening. So you're going live at your regular time, which
Yeah.
will be
So that's noon for you.
Then I'll have to do my missions from about 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll do 3 hours to about 11. I'll come in and freshen up, and
I don't know how long it's going to be. Like normally I just do an hour. This one might be longer than that. It depends on who shows up. If nobody comes to hang out, then it's going to be real short.
yeah, well, I'm glad that happened for you the other day on your live where you said
New strategy for me. Yeah,
if
you like that?
people want to put a little tip in the tip jar,
Mhm.
because not everyone's got a wonderful 12,000, 13,000 video.
Sure don't. In my back pocket, putting it in my
Oh.
earn tab.
I've had a few good ones, actually. I've had another good one that was what was the other one? I'm 63. I avoid people, and here's why. That got me a ton of views, and it done well for me. Actually, I've reconnected with that guy, the original guy who'd done that, who started that new craze that absolutely went right through the YouTube world. And if you look at my Radio Jonesy channel right now, Shawnee, check out the thumbnail. Oh, I could show it if you want, but
The Radio Jonesy channel.
yeah,
a new video
just been released.
Oh, I think I saw it on my phone. Don't stop doing YouTube. That one?
Yep.
Your face is really weird in that one.
Yeah, well, I was red and I was just back
There's
from
a
the walk.
glare and stuff. Okay,
Yeah,
so like
that's my,
you, sorry, what?
that's my blue glasses.
Yeah. So you brought up that tactic I did yesterday, and this is like my PSA on for all of you that are like, oh no, I am not gonna make it on time to get monetized, race to 4K, so I'm gonna not, I'm gonna quit, and I can't do 8 if I can't do 4. You know that. I'm looking at you right now in the room,
Yeah.
and so I just like proved yesterday, like you don't need the AdSense. If you get on the 500 sub, 3,000 watch hour part of the tier for the
Yeah.
program, you
That's
can
the
make
basic. Yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
money.
Yeah. The five. Well, yeah, that's right. The
500
500
to 3,000.
subs and 3,000 gives you the fan funding, so it gives you the memberships and gives you the tip jar basically, and that's what I call it. If you're
There was
new,
a murder. Sorry, what? I was in the chat.
okay.
Tip
There was
jar.
a what?
Yes, I'm following you. There's a Brooke
Yeah.
Trout says we had a tragedy at my house. My favorite, sweetest, best chicken in the whole world was murdered, I think, by a bobcat.
Oh wow,
That's terrible.
that is terrible. It's like the old guy I told. I mean, the young man who does his homesteading on the rock showed all that the video footage of his flock got attacked by a dog, and he showed the wounds, and oh man, it was just sad.
Big Wheel Dog 82 in the soil is on his way to 4K as well.
Yeah, good on you,
Race.
mate. We're here to help. You must be getting close. I'm gathering.
I don't remember what he's at. I don't have a chart in front of me. I should start keeping track of all the people. There's a lot of people that I hang out with that are on their way.
Yeah, it's.
What are you
Well,
at? Are we going to do a little update?
okay, let's do an update. I'll just, before we do the update, let me just say Big Will wants to come over and visit. Well, let's have a look at what he can see from the window of the one of the rooms. Anyway, that's the camera sitting right next to me on the left. As you can see, we can look around. Yeah, so it's a lovely. The beach is down just above the trees there, down that corner. That's the beach. And that is Emu Bay, believe it or not, where emus used to run amok. That now are not here anymore because, yes, they've either been domesticated or they've been, all the wild emus have been sadly taken away by catches, people hunting and things like that. So we rarely have an emu in the wild here, right? If you go, where are we cameras? If you come, you could see Tasmanian devils if you're very lucky in the wild. You can see lots of wallabies. There's wallabies everywhere. I get wallabies in the yard. You get kangaroos, you got wallabies, you got paddy melons. Paddy melons are the third. They're a little bit smaller than a wallaby. They're everywhere, paddy melons. Everyone calls them Tasmanian wallabies, is what most locals call them. Their technical name is a paddy melon, Pademelon. Don't ask me why. That's what they're called. Only found in Tasmania and in Papua New Guinea. They're very, very. There was one out the front of our place yesterday. Well, during the night, this young girl. We live in a dead end sort of street. The young girl that lives up the top was trying to drive out the road, and there's these two wallabies standing right in front of her, just looking at her, and she didn't want to hit them, so she's got out of a car and says, "Go away, get off the road, you stupid wallaby." And she got back in the car. Wallabies come back again, and they're looking at her, and she's going, "You stupid wallabies." And me and the wife were watching out the window. It was most entertaining. Shawnee's just ducked away for a minute, but we're just running down the.
Gandalf is here. Hi, Gandalf.
Shawnee is back. Yeah, but
I've ran through everything I wanted to say.
okay. Well,
Just so you know.
We've got about 10 minutes to go, and then it makes an hour and a half. And
All right.
wonderful numbers. Thanks to everybody for popping in, and for all of the newbies. Definitely leave a comment somewhere, and I'll definitely love to come and have a see if you're a creator and check out your stuff. I'm definitely enjoying finding a whole bunch of new content creators on the gardening side. So it's been good for me.
Yeah, it's very inspirational.
I need to learn. I need to watch, and even though it's coming to the end of the American cycle, like their seasons are coming down and slowing, it's still good to find a channel and go back in the history. That's one of my favorite. I love finding a new creator and going to the very first video in their thing. Have you ever done that?
No, I never think about it. You tell me to do it, and I never do it.
You watch someone's content, and you go, "Wow, they're good," and then you go to the channel, and then go to the videos, and go right back to the start, and then you watch their very first one, and you see how much the change has happened, how much they've grown as a creator, maybe how much their videoing, editing has worked, or maybe they were really good at the start. Like there is a few that are just as good as they were when they kicked off as they are now. So
Robin has a question, Jonesy, at the bottom of the chat. Did our show and tell inspire you to grow anything new?
Show and tell, we're up here. Here we go. G'day, Robin. Did our show and tell inspire? I tell you what, I wanted to grow. And your show and tell yesterday, like you used to on your live, and Robin eating produce and you eating produce, and I'm sitting here going, man, I can pull some radishes out of the dirt. That's the best I can do.
Yeah.
But, we talked about this in the house. What do we need out the back? And it's lettuce, it's onions, it's potatoes, carrots, the standard stuff. But then the wife threw this curly one at me. She said, "Can you grow beetroot? Can you grow it?" So
he's gonna try.
We're gonna give it a crack, is what they say. Do they say that over there, by the way?
Give it a crack? No, not in Minnesota.
Okay. Oh, well, that's very common. So
take a crack at it. Take a crack at it, I think is what I hear here.
Well, give it a crack.
Here? What was that?
Right. Well, it's better than saying, you know what I do, like do.
Do. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the double thing.
Yeah.
You said it the other night, and I was like, oh.
Well, we got actual cities here and towns. Like one's called Wanji, one's called Wagga Wagga.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's the name of the town, Wagga Wagga, and Wanji, like Aboriginal words. But
okay.
Yeah.
B. Hendricks says, "Isn't Tasmania right next to Antarctica?"
That's why we're cold.
You get the airflow.
Not right next to it, but there's from the water on the southern side of the island. There's nothing in between Antarctica and us.
It's not like you can see it out your window or anything.
No, but we do get the cold air that comes when the southern air comes in. It's coming from down there. Trust me, and it hits the island. We get snow. We get it's pretty chilling. Yeah, a guy at work got chilblains in his toe. Have you heard of chilblains? It's when your foot gets extremely cold and gets wet, and then gets extremely hot, and then it gets extremely cold again. So he got that working. He got that by going to work in a freezing cold, poor boots, sitting in a car, whacking on the heater, getting the heat to work, getting his feet warm again, going back out in the cold like freezing temperatures, and then jumping back in the car, and his toes gone black. It's called chilblains.
We call it frostbite here.
Well, it's called chilblains here. Okay. I called it gangrene. I said, "It's gone gangrene." And he said, "No,
that's a different thing." Yeah.
Yeah. He said, anyway, he went to get it checked out, and they said, "You got chilblains, my friend. Here's some magic cream. Take this, and don't go in. Get better footwear and better socks. Yeah, don't drink as much alcohol. I think is his problem. But we won't go down that road.
There's the underlining.
We won't go down that road.
Okay,
But,
okay.
but when he goes home, he likes to have a cold one or two.
So coming up on Shawnee Grows, we do have that pop up like we talked about tomorrow, 9 p.m. Central. The celebration of having the channel for 2 years is what we're going to try and do. And then I will make sure you've watched my August garden tour. I worked very hard on it, learning about new methods and making a great video. So put it in your watch later. And then next week, there's going to be a live on Thursday. Oh
Yeah.
no, what is it about? What am I talking about next week, Josie? Pause
Next
for
Thursday.
dramatic effect. I'm talking about what happens when we forget how to grow food.
Oh no! What happens when we
All the
forget? How could you
different.
forget?
How could you forget? Well, some people I feel like have forgotten, even though it's in our
Yeah.
ancestry to grow food, right? And
How?
then,
How? No, I'll just cut in now. That
mhm.
what you just said then, it's in your DNA because how much enjoyment I'm getting as an old man putting a seed into a container and watching it germinate and grow. I am getting excited about that. Like, who would have thought? I used to go to rock and roll gigs and get up the front and
Yeah, all his friends are like, "What are you doing?"
that's right. All my network of social acquaintances, like all my mates that know me, what are you doing? YouTube was their first thing. What the heck are you doing that for? And then the second thing was, aren't you doing radio anymore? And then the third thing is that gardening. Come and play come and enjoy the music and hang out, and smoke some stuff and do whatever they do.
Plants,
Uh,
man. Yeah.
yeah. I said, man, I'm just having my good old fun time down here. Like my whole, like as you can see in my room, I've got band posters and like that's
Isn't it so
but
mind-blowing though, Jonesy, that this little tiny seed grows into very big food? I mean, I've done it
yeah.
since I was a child, and it's still so exciting every single year, just like Robin Gardens is saying. It never gets old.
My drums are in the room next door, by the way.
Fantastic. That
Well,
means next pop-up live, we're getting a drum solo.
no, definitely not.
Okay.
They're in the room next door, but
And then, so my video next week will be the reveal on why all the pumpkins died.
yeah, I'm pretty.
What's coming up on your channel, Jonesy?
What's coming up on my channel? On this channel, you'll see my new garden beds. Basically, I'm digging out the grass, the onion weed, and all that stuff. I'm not putting any. It's not going to be no walls around it. It's not going to be a raised garden bed. It's just going to be straight in the earth. Years of not gardening here, I reckon, with all the wallabies that have been feasting and wasting their like wallaby. Here's a fun fact: wallaby poo is like rabbit poo, but supersized. So we've got a lot of that.
The shape, but it's not cold, it's hot manure still.
Well, it's not shape. It's long. It's long like
Well, because I looked it up and it said it's hot manure. It has to be composted, which it is at this point. Rabbit manure is cold and technically doesn't have to be
wallaby.
composted very long.
They're saying, well, you can chuck wallaby poo straight into your.
Do you have a source that I could read this off of?
No, it's everyone who gardens who tells me these things.
Okay.
So it's all the locals that are saying,
Gandalf.
shovel it up into bags,
Mhm.
shovel it up, put it into buckets, and chuck it on your plants. So, like my little potted, like the wallabies are out the front all night long having a party. All night long. There's 10, 20 of them. And I pick up their waste and chuck it in my pots out the front, and I've got azaleas. They just start
Okay.
going.
So you've
Nice.
done this. Got it.
I do. I've been doing it for 4 years
Mhm.
out the front.
Yeah, Jonesy's been growing flowers
Yeah, I'm a
for a
flower.
while.
I'm a flower dude, man. Peace.
And so now he's trying to switch to food because he is on this journey. He does these Saturday park run walks. He is getting more fit and active and making better choices, and he's going to grow some food.
Yeah, when the doctor says you better start moving or you're going to die, your whole mindset changes. Everything's changed. Everything's gone from get healthier, eat right. Where's my food coming from? Why am I paying exorbitant prices for that when I can apparently grow it out the back? And that started the journey with this person here, actually. She started that whole journey. I'm going to poke her in a minute. I was walking today. I was walking like I was the 5K walk or run. I walk it. People run it every Saturday down here. Park run, people. It's get into yours. If you've got a local one, look it up. It's worldwide. The 5K park run. Our local one here is right around it starts at the beach and finishes at the beach, but walks around the water. On a beautiful day, it is fabulous. On a windy, cold, overcast day, it is terrible, the weather-wise. But man, today I was pushing the old bones around, trying to go too fast, I think. But I had a great time. Did I have a good time? That is a question. Let me have a look at my stats before we leave, Shawnee.
Ooh, are the numbers in?
The park run results.
For how fast he did a 5K, that's like 3 miles and some change.
They dudded me.
What does that mean? What did you just say?
They dudded.
What does that mean?
I tried to beat 53 minutes, and they got me at 53:04. It says, congratulations on competing in your 8th park run. It is your 8th at Burnie. You finished 217th out of a field of 222 park runners. You were 107th male that come in 4th in your age category. Woohoo! That's something. I come in 4th. Nearly made the podium. If I come in 3rd at this week's, because I overtook 2 people right at the end, and I was very happy about that. They were probably in my age bracket as well.
Jonesy likes numbers, everybody.
Yeah, I'm a numbers guy. And achieved an average. The average speed for that whole age group was 31.03, and I was 53, so I'm way behind the average. But it was fun. There's heaps more stats there if I really want to take the show and get into it. But I tried to beat the 53 and I failed. It says I got 53:04. I tried to be 52. I think 52:20 is the best I've done. So there you go.
Thank you for that.
Well, I try. And that's me challenging me. Like, that's me saying, can I do it? And today wasn't the break the record day, because being an athlete, which I'm not, you're supposed to try hard and then ease back and then build yourself up, then try hard again. So if you're a runner or whatever, you don't try to beat your record every single time. You've got to sort of build up your core stamina, fitness, and then push yourself to the next limit, is what they say.
Peg's Place says, unfortunately, by the time people realize they need to grow some food, it might be too late. I've seen a lot of things in USA supermarkets closing. There's a lot more in depth to that statement, Peg's Place, and we'll have to save that for a future conversation. Big Will Dog 82 in the soil says, Outback Tasmania, do you have many big gardening events out there? I don't think he knows.
We do have the Tulip Festival coming up very soon. The tulips, right? So we have a tulip festival because we're in a cold climate and it's coming into spring. And, we got told by the person here who guides me everywhere, hey, you got to go there and film it.
I would like that, please. Yes, very much.
Okay. I'll be tiptoeing through the tulips, as Tiny Tim once said.
With your new camera, chest cam, whatever.
Through the tulips.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I'm out. Are we leaving?
Yeah, we are. We're done. She doesn't like me singing when we get to this stage. Hey, thank you, everyone in the States. What time is it there, Shawnee?
11:36 Central.
Okay. Thanks, everyone, for sitting up, watching, and enjoying the show. Me and Shawnee do have fun doing this. So feel free to tune in at this time. Each, for me, it's Saturday, but for you, it's Friday night. Mm-hmm. We're having a lot of fun here. We're sort of learning as we're growing, and we're growing as we're learning. And I usually go, do you want to say anything first, Shawnee?
Nope.
Again? No?
Nope.
Okay, well, I usually say, eat what you grow.
Grow every day in every way.